Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thunderbird Radio, the best place to get announcements for all things UMA. If you have any announcements, you can send them to announcements@utahmilitaryacademy.org. The email will be in the description below. Welcome to the October 28th to November 1st school week. This week sort of acts as the calm before the storm, so it's called, as inspection is indeed next week. There's still a lot to do, so make sure that you are ready. This week, duty flight falls to Kilo Flight, which is the second flight which I have ever led as a flight commander. Last year, you were pretty good at doing your job at duty flight, and you were quick. And all of you kept showing up. So please keep that up this year. Your old flight commander beseeches you. As always, if you plan on going off campus, then make sure you can get back on time. If you can't, then please don't go off campus. It's important that you show up for duty flight. Now for my uniform tip of the week, or the weekly uniform tip as I have written down. The only type of earrings that females are allowed to wear are either stud or globe earrings, no loop ones. And they can't be oversized, they have to be modest. And just to say, boys, you're not allowed to wear any earrings or have any piercings. Now, on to the slightly short uniform list of items here. Give me a second. There we are. First of all, logistics is closed this week. Unless you are doing dry cleaning on Thursday in the morning or have an emergency, don't go to logistics for anything else. Now, this is hopefully a constant from now on, but there are haircuts after school every Tuesday from 15:30 to 16:30 on the drill pad, so during team time. It's first come, first serve, so make sure that you are there early, and you do need to have a signed permission form. You can get those from Mr. Wendell. Sign those, fill them out, and do so promptly so you can actually get your haircut. Okay, I'm pretty sure these announcements are much shorter than the previous weeks because they don't keep putting the same information on them, which allows me to be more conversational. I would ask if you're fine with that, but I'd just be asking the microphone that's sitting in front of me, so you're just going to have to deal with it. I digress. There are 3 sport topics today. The first one is sport streaming, as always. Using NFHS Network, you can watch games that take place within the gymnasium. If another school also has a system, you can also watch games happening there. It is a subscription-based service, and I don't know how much it costs. You can find out yourself at nfhsnetwork.com. You should be able to find the hyperlink in the description below. Second on the chopping block is Open Gym, which should be for basketball after school every day. If you are trying out for one of the basketball teams, this is a great opportunity to either prove or improve your skills. Thirdly, which autocorrect apparently says I spelled correct for the first time. That's cool. Anyway, winter sports are starting to kick up. The sports are as follows: basketball, wrestling, bowling, marksmanship, archery, drill, and cyber patriots. Again, archery is more in the spring. You have to be academically eligible from the first term, as well as having to stay academically eligible. You are ineligible if you had an F last term, or if you have an F for 2 weeks in a row this term. Last on here is a new team. There is JLab, which is for 8th to 11th graders. Seniors and 7th graders, sad, you can't participate. It is part of the Kitty Hawk program, and apparently it's something like Jeopardy! They need about 10 to 12 participants, and as it's part of the Kitty Hawk program, it will take place on Tuesday if you are able to go. If those who participate are good enough, then you can go to Washington, D.C. for the championships. I'm going to quote this part word for word because it's kind of funny. If you consider yourself a nerd or a bookworm, then this is perfect for you, Lias. So that is the quote. If you want to join, then you can talk to Cadet Major Eckberg or Lieutenant Colonel Tischer. For seniors, this one you can join, they are also doing AMCSUS, AMCSUS, as the acronym. I don't know what it is. You'll have to ask them about it. On to some school events. Our annual food drive is ending this week. So far, Kilo is in the lead, and I have personally seen their stockpile, so it's going to be a tall order to pull ahead of them. Do your best, and maybe you'll beat Kilo. I hear the best way to do this is buying a really, really big box of ramen. Veterans Day is coming up, and Major Curtis is doing his Wall of Fame again. If you have anyone that has served this country, then send a picture to Major Curtis, and some information about the relationship you have with them, as well as significant details. These are due November 1st, so at the end of the school week. You can send the pictures to majorcurtis.com/veterans. The link will be, again, in the description below. Seniors, there's quite a lot that we have to talk about. First, there is a College Access Day being held on November 6th and 7th from 0900 to 1400. For those of you that don't know military time, which you should at this point, that is 9 to 2 p.m. at Utah State University's Logan main campus. On campus, it is at the Taggart Student Center Ballroom. As the paper says, I think TSC Ballroom. This is designed to empower multicultural, first-generation, underrepresented students and others to aspire to and achieve college degrees. That's a sentence. And you know what? I'm just going to read from the paper, from word for word now. Okay, let me get there. This year's theme, Stand for More, was chosen by Access ambassadors to emphasize that earning a college degree provides far more than academic credentials. It equips students with the tools and opportunities to stand for something greater in life through higher education. During this energetic day, students will participate in activities and workshops, learn about college preparation, and make meaningful connections in higher education. Registration is free and includes all activities, lunch, and our famous Aggie ice cream. Please select which day your students would like to attend and register in advance to reserve your spot. To register, please have the students visit this link, https://www.usu.edu/admissions/events/true-blue-days/access, and select the day they would like to attend. Students are welcome to register for either day if they wish to attend with their parents. You should be able to find that hyperlink in the description below, so you don't have to type that out. I just said it because it's fun. Moving on, a representative from the Air Force Academy will be here on Wednesday after formation. It will be in the Teen Center if you want to go. Heavy recommend if you want to be part of a service academy, especially if you're a junior. Better get on top of that now for next year. On to the miscellaneous announcements. As per usual, we have the cadet newsletter on umathunderbirds.com. Description. You can also download the Student News Source app and input Utah Military Academy. There's also the CIA trip that has been discussed previously for the F-35. If you want to go, see Lieutenant Colonel Tischer for the form to fill out. Those of you already going will be wearing the Air Force Blues uniform. Service, I think. You are leaving around 0800 and returning around 12:30. Remember, if you are older than 16, you need to have a state ID or a military-dependent issued one. As team times haven't changed, I will just describe the sports that are happening, and there are not many of them. Cross Country High School has their state competition was today. By the time I'm recording this, it is tomorrow, because it's 12:33. I should not be up this late. At Sugar House. We'll see how they did probably today. Football has their playoff games on Friday at Monticello. If you can go, if they're even accepting visitors, go see that, because it's playoffs and it's cool. That's it for sports this week, so if you are part of a sport for the fall sports, clean your uniform and turn them in. No one likes receiving a stinky uniform and having to clean it themselves. That's it for announcements this week. I hope you enjoyed them, so I bid you a good day, and I shall see you next week. Bye-bye.